We're going live.
Okay.
We're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here for the watch-along for the Eifel Grand Prix. Welcome. We haven't actually done a WTF1 watch-along for quite some time, actually. It's made me very sad indeed. But here we are, once again, myself and Tommy, who's down there somewhere.
Oh, sorry, I was tweeting the fact that we're actually live now.
So we are live?
Yeah, yeah. Just make it, bring in the viewers in.
Wonderful. Bring in the viewers. Hello, everyone. Oh, it's dry. That's one thing that is very interesting indeed. Let me just get up the video so I can see all your comments again. Myself. There we
Can't
go.
believe after yesterday, bone dry. Can you believe it? Yes, we can because it's Formula One in 2020.
Yeah.
And rain is not allowed. Rain is banned.
Absolutely is.
For sessions that matter. But no free practice, so I got my wish, my dream come true.
Oh, I've somehow managed to mess up the timer. That's brilliant. You keep talking, Tommy, and I'm just going to sort out why the timer's disappeared.
Oh, right. But yeah, no free practice, so everyone's oh wow, that's my own voice. I was just making sure we were actually live and the link was working. Yeah, so oh wow, Nico Hülkenberg is there in his Renault helmet. Is that right?
What?
Yeah. Wow, Nico Hülkenberg using his Renault helmet, the black and yellow one.
Why?
I guess it's
The only
not.
one he had?
Yeah.
All right, let me just sort out. I don't know why it's disappeared. I think it's because I just got out something else. Right, let me add window capture. So welcome everybody. We're about to get underway for qualifying. I'm just sorting out the timer because that was being a bit silly. We want to make sure that you guys are synced up. We're actually not going to be as far behind as we usually are because I think I've got an updated Sky Q box which allows me to watch a little bit more in real time. We're still going to be a little bit behind, don't get me wrong, but it'll be hopefully less. Just ignore this for a second, everybody. There we go. Let me just cut that down. Sorry everyone, this is maintenance on the job.
Live maintenance. Yeah, Hulkenberg. That's how last minute is that he's using his Renault helmet.
There we go. Right, I'm never going to click anything ever again. I hate technology. So obviously Mercedes looking strong, but FP3 obviously the first practice session of the weekend. Tommy's very excited about that, I'm sure.
Oh and, yeah, always.
They weren't a mile ahead because we've got very cold conditions. We've got the fact that they have hardly any data from no running yesterday. So this should be a very exciting qualifying session, I reckon.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. So we're on board with Hulkenberg now. That looks like he's got a sticker. Yeah, he's got some black duct tape covering up the Renault logos on his helmet.
That's classy.
That is incredible scenes. I was just thinking, actually, the drive he did, because he was at home in Cologne, I believe it's called. I've actually done that drive from Cologne to the Nürburgring, and it's a long old drive. I did it in a Peugeot 208. Hulkenberg did it in a Porsche GT3 RS. So Hulkenberg, unsurprisingly, did it a lot quicker and got there within under an hour, which is unbelievable still.
That's good stuff. Right, so everybody, if you're new to the qualifying watch-along, of course we are watching qualifying right now. We can't show you... Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
What has Pierre Gasly got stuck on his tyre?
Bin bag. Something.
Yeah,
must be a tyre bag.
So just quickly, so right now you can see in that top left-hand side of your screen, 16 minutes and 25 seconds left of the session. So I'll start that at the start of every session, hopefully. So you guys can sync up with us and watch it. We'll be a little bit behind, as I mentioned before. Please try and not spoil it for people in the comments by, messaging that's Bottas did X and Y time, because this is a watch-along. So we're all experiencing it, hopefully at the same time. If not, then just keep the results to yourself. That would be lovely. There's Esteban Ocon, who I predicted to potentially get into the top 5, but that was because I thought it was going to rain. It's not raining. It's dry. And here's Hulkenberg on a flying lap for the first time since Silverstone.
Yeah, Ocon looks like a really brave call, but I don't blame you because he was very quick. Was it the Styrian Grand Prix
Austria,
that
yeah.
we had the wet quali,
Yeah, it's
and
the
he was
only time he's
rapid.
out-qualified Ricardo was in the wet, so that's why I gave Ocon the benefit of the doubt for a cheeky P5. But unfortunately, we've got a dry session. As cold as it is, there's no
So
there's no wet weather.
yeah, I can't believe that. But it's still cold, so it should still have something a little bit different. So Hulkenberg now, I cannot believe this must be the latest anyone's ever joined a session, surely. We've had people coming in for FP3, I think, but I don't remember anyone that's joined literally just before qualifying. They're very lucky, actually, that he has been in the car before, because otherwise this would be literally his first lap in the Racing Point.
Oh, hold on. Okay, perfect. I highly doubt Hulkenberg's going to be beating Magnussen on this first flying lap. He's just having a bit of a sighter, just getting used to this track. 3.3 seconds off the pace, but he's got 14 minutes, Tommy, to get used to this track, get used to the car again, and somehow make himself out of... I mean, if he gets out of Q1, it's a miracle, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. He's not done any running. Obviously, Silverstone, he had a lot more time to prepare. He did both practice sessions. But in this, you're going in completely blind onto a track. Very brave. Here's the usual track limits rubbish that we get.
I don't think it's rubbish. I think it's good. I think it's good.
No, no. I mean, no. It's a good. I like that. I don't like the fact that they have to explain it all the time, and that track limits have to be a thing when they could just not have loads of runoff everywhere. But I do like the fact that they put something in place now. They didn't used to. I did notice that Kevin Magnussen, when you mentioned about him being at the top, yeah, he's had his lap time deleted already. So people are gonna have to watch out for that. I think it caught. Was it what was the last race? Albon. It caught Albon, didn't it? They had a lap time deleted. Hamilton obviously nearly got knocked out, so they're gonna have to be careful because it could screw you.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting because obviously Magnussen made a mistake through there and definitely wasn't gaining time. But yeah, it's maybe not as easy a mistake to do as maybe the last corner around Russia, where you're just eager to get over the finish line. But
Similar. Yeah, the track limits are a strange one because, like you say, he's not gained an advantage there, but at the same time, don't go out there get a penalty. It's a bit like the Ricciardo thing. Like he lost time, didn't he, when he passed Ocon at Sochi, and then he ended up getting a penalty, even though he lost time by running wide, just because he didn't do the correct bollard procedure. So, okay, Mercedes are, yeah, not rapid, but I'm sure they'll turn it on for the session.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely, yeah, it's got to be a Mercedes front row as the most likely thing. But I was hoping again. You know, my predictions were wet weather. Thought Verstappen could potentially get in the mix, and he still could. Let's not count him out just yet. He's just starting his flying lap at the moment. I saw some comments saying that we're ahead of some people. So there you go.
Sorry.
We're now the other side of this, but riding on board with Verstappen at the moment, or everyone running the soft tyres at the moment. Clearly not feeling the need to run the mediums, and to be fair, I think with how cold the track conditions are, running the softest compounder tyre is the only way to go to get the tyres to switch on straight away. Purple first sector for Verstappen, which is lovely to see. Just a minuscule under a tenth faster than Hamilton. Vettel pops himself into P4, which is good. Magnussen up to P6. We've still got quite a few no times on the board with 11 minutes to go. Leclerc pops himself in P2. Lovely.
Splitting the Mercedes. Things you'd never expected to hear in 2020.
Well, you would if it were 2019.
Yeah.
So what's Verstappen going to say through this middle sector? Nearly 4 tenths up. Nearly 4 tenths up. And the commentators just mentioned that Mercedes just seem to take a little bit longer to get those tyres into the window that they require. Which is going to be very interesting, especially in qualifying, to see if some of the other teams can switch it on quicker. Russell only P8 at the moment with a 28.0. as Verstappen
Russell
goes
Russell
fastest.
only P8. I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, I mean 1.7 seconds off the pace. I can imagine that's probably going to be out once everybody sets a representative lap time.
Yeah, what a lap from Verstappen. But like the thing is, we've not really had proper running, so we don't know what the pole time is going to be. Really, I love this. I love this going into a session not really knowing what's going to happen.
So Albon goes into P5, sorry, with 0.8 of a second behind. Bottas 0.4 down on Verstappen on his second flying lap. What is going on?
As well, this track, because it's very old school, there's not really a long straight for Mercedes to gain an advantage.
Hamilton improves, but still 0.3 back. Hello?
Surely not.
Welcome. Mercedes not looking bulletproof this weekend. Bring us to 8-degree tracks more often.
Agreed. I genuinely would love to see it. A bit of a mix, more unknown, new track. Because I did notice that they keep trying to make a thing of these 7 drivers that have driven this track before, but it's so different. The cars are completely different. I was looking actually at the lap times, and they were doing 130s in 2013. You know, different engines, different downforce. The wings were totally different. It's like a different formula compared to what it is now.
Absolutely. So this is really interesting. Ferrari somehow are looking incredibly strong, with Leclerc at least half a second off Verstappen. Then you've got the 2 Renaults in 6th and 10th, not looking particularly strong at all. The McLarens are, Lando and Carlos are 7th and 9th. Right now, Ferrari are very much in the mix.
They were looking good in FP2. Obviously, you can't, you never know.
Lol, it's only Q1. Hold on a second. Lol, it's only Q1, but have a look at the Renaults. The Renaults would not be 1.1 and 1.4 seconds respectively off pole, or off the fastest lap time in Q1, if they had more pace. Everyone's like, it's only Q1. That's. What do you mean? This is still representative. They're still pushing, especially the likes of Ferrari.
Come on, get on the hype train.
And
Remember, they don't have engine mode. They don't have engine modes now, so they can't whack it up for Q3 like they used to and say they're sandbagging.
Yeah, they don't have different engine modes. When have we seen in the entire year any other car top Q1 in a dry session than the Mercedes, or any qualifying session? We haven't, have we, Tommy?
No,
that was a question for you, mate. You're supposed to.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just the just question for the floor, but no, I don't believe we have. Max Verstappen, looking rapid, 0.8 quicker than Albon. This is a proper Verstappen track as well, isn't it? Like throwing it round high speed corners. If it's going to suit anyone, it's going to suit him. So it'd be so good if he can get in the mix. I would absolutely love it. Of course I would, but I think everyone would as well.
Absolutely. Verstappen very much in the fight for pole. I'm saying it right now. People are like, oh, you know what? Someone said, I remember my first beer. What's that supposed to mean?
Come on, let's not be.
Why is everyone dampening down what potentially is an exciting qualifying session?
Let's get hyped. Come on, guys.
I am going to get hyped. I don't care what anybody says. Verstappen for pole. Here's Nicholas Latifi round the final corner. We've got 6 minutes 43 to go. Latifi pops himself just ahead of Russell. So right now, for people that aren't actually watching, it's Verstappen, Bottas, Hamilton, Leclerc, Albon, the top 5. Then Ricciardo, Norris, Gasly, Vettel, Sainz, all the way through to 10th. And then Ocon, Kvyat, Latifi, Russell, Perez. And in the elimination zone is Grosjean, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi and Hülkenberg. Latifi slowly but surely getting himself bedded into that Williams team.
He is. And if you think how highly rated Russell is, I know people give him a lot of stick, but if you think that George Russell, if he is this driver that they're expecting, to be the greatest, one of the proper top tier drivers, he's done everything on his way up, won everything. For him to be doing what he's doing, he's definitely got similar race pace to Russell, it has to be said. Like he makes his way through. Russell tends to have a difficult first lap a lot of the time when he qualifies well, which is no surprise given the car he's got.
Yeah.
Of course, he's going to drop back if he puts in a banging lap.
Interesting to note that Perez set that time on the medium compound tyres, down in 15th at the moment. Interesting choice to run the mediums, and clearly it not switching on particularly well, as he's very much on the cusp of going out in Q1.
Lowering the Racing Point woolly hats. Big fan. Not quite the coldest ever Grand Prix this, but I don't think it's far off, you know. Apparently it's even colder tomorrow.
Even colder?
Even colder, but think still dry, which is just classic, isn't it?
I can't believe that. That is ridiculous.
That the fact that we went into the day and it looked like we might not even get any running at all, and then we're probably not even going to get a wet race.
Magnussen 4 tenths up, and so is Grosjean. So whether the track is really starting to evolve at the end of this Q1 session, or maybe both Haas's just didn't have a particularly good first sector, either way, that's a huge improvement.
Yeah. I mean, it's only on Perez, of course, but it's still a massive amount of time.
Improvement puts
in the
in
first
P8.
sector.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the track will evolve a lot because remember, there's no real running as well. We've not got F2 and F3 here. The track is very green, very cold.
God, he's only half a second off Verstappen. The track is evolving hugely. For Grosjean only 4 tenths back.
Everyone's going to have to go out now. Everyone's going to have to be on track right to the end, because if not, anyone could go.
If the Haas's are popping in that,
yeah, exactly.
They need to put them out right now. Magnussen up to P6.
Wow. What a lap.
And Grosjean
P5. Yeah, like people like Alex Albon need to be out there because, like I say, no one's safe. No one is safe. Even, you could even argue, even maybe not quite Mercedes and Verstappen, but everyone from Leclerc downwards, I'd say.
Who had
there's
their
a risk.
Time deleted?
Grosjean.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, big shame.
He might have time for one more if he has enough fuel. What does Gasly pop himself up to P5? Albon definitely needs to go out, and he's not out at the moment. Neither's Ricciardo.
That they need to get out on this track because it is getting quicker and quicker as it rubbers in with not really any running. I can't remember what it was, but someone did mention, I think the only support series is something like some classic touring cars or something. So really not a lot of rubber going down on the track.
Hulky poo. 6 tenths down on Russell at the moment. Doesn't look like the Q2 dream is going to happen for Hulk.
Whoa, he's out of shape. I wonder if Hulkenberg will...
P19.
3 tenths off. I mean, solid effort. 3 tenths off the drop zone. Like I say, it's a miracle if he gets through. I don't think he will. I think he just wants a bit of time, but he might have lost some time here. Let's see. Oh, wow. I wonder if Hulkenberg will nip back after this, back home and get his Racing Point helmet.
Leclerc's not gone out, which is very
risky.
I think that could be tight if the two Haas's are popping in decent lap times.
Yeah. Depends if they can get... I'd say at the moment, it looks like everyone will probably improve, I guess, up to about Albon. So I can see why Albon's gone out. But yeah, a lot of people aren't actually on laps. I definitely thought Haas would be a complete game changer there with the pace they were showing. But unless they ran a different tyre, I don't know. Maybe they're on the mediums first. I have no idea.
I think Verstappen, Bottas, Hamilton are okay. I think Leclerc is risky, very risky. Because Lando's only a tenth off Verstappen in the first sector. The track is clearly ramping up a huge amount at the moment. What's his middle sector going to say? 4 tenths, so that's still in the reaches of Leclerc.
Yep. Oh, he's going to get Oh no,
Yeah, I think Leclerc
let's
might be
go out of
just
the way.
okay because Ocon's not on a great lap through the middle sector. Magnussen's not going to displace Leclerc either, so I think Ferrari are just about okay at the moment. Big pressure on Vettel though, down in 11th.
Yeah, he needs to put in a lap.
Yeah, Norris
Oh
P4.
yeah, big track improvements. You can see it there.
Ocon 7th.
So yeah, Vettel's going to go tumbling down the order now. He needs to put a lap in. Grosjean needs a lap after his lap time deleted.
Ooh, only 12th. Had to go
Not
for another
great.
lap on the softs because of that lap time deleted. Where does Sainz go? Only 11th.
Wow, that's a big surprise.
Shocking lap.
Russell.
Oh no, I'm sorry everybody. Let me stop that. There we go. Here we go.
The alarm.
Yeah, it's the alarm again. Raikkonen doesn't get out, but very
Oh,
close. What does Vettel do?
Vettel's at risk. Oh, he's fine.
Perez right now is only 18th. Make that 19th. Giovinazzi 14th.
What a lap from Giovinazzi. Fair play. Ahead of Raikkonen again. Quite a way ahead of Raikkonen. Perez always safe. Thought we were going to have an all racing point back row for a moment there.
Yeah, that looked close, didn't it?
Oh, Russell was 0.03
He hasn't
out.
finished his lap. Russell's still going, mate.
Oh, has he got another lap
Yeah,
in?
look, he's got no
checkered
finish
flag.
lag.
Depends if he's doing
Ricardo P5.
Oh, Hulkenberg's all over the place.
Hulkenberg's improved in the first two sectors. They've written him off pretty quick there.
I think he messed up at the chicane.
Yeah, but he's green. Oh,
unlucky.
what about Russell and Grosjean? Are they not on laps?
No, I think Russell did his lap. I know he could have technically gone round again, but he didn't because he'd already got the.
Here's the problem. No, it wasn't a look up.
Oh, it's just messy. Yeah. But I mean, can you blame him?
No, I mean he was probably having a lovely little breakfast, just chilling,
having his croissants again.
Finds out he has to. Oh, there you go. Yeah, lock up there as well. It's scrappy, but you expect that from Hulkenberg. But still, half a second off getting out of Q1 when the Racing Point not that quick.
It's fine. He'll do a wing hop. Russell not happy, but he's still carries on with his qualifying record.
So that's the end of Q1. Grosjean, Russell, Latifi, Raikkonen, Hulkenberg out. Great effort from Magnussen. Up in P12. Giovinazzi as well. Out qualifying Raikkonen quite comprehensively.
Yeah, Kimi.
Too late though, I think, for him.
Yeah, agreed. It sounds like Kimi is signing for next year. The big, very strong rumor that he's chosen to stay,
and that'll be alongside Mick Schumacher probably, which is
absolutely a
rather
very exciting
lineup.
But yeah, Raikkonen not really where, because he's setting the record this weekend for the most races ever in F1 history.
Yeah.
This is a stat that absolutely blew my mind that someone posted. Raikkonen is not far off having done a third of every Grand Prix in history because that's how many races they do now.
He's inside the top 20.
I mean, Racing Point aren't exactly going to be like, oh, mate, you messed up there. It's like, I know. I've literally just got in this car. I mean, to be anywhere, Hulkenberg, fair play to him.
So yeah, with no support races, and potentially the track ramping up every single lap that is turned around here, it might be maybe not as strong as a wet qualifying where it's usually last across the line, but I can imagine it will be desirable to be the last person setting a qualifying lap in Q3. Let's see how close this was.
It's Grosjean's lap.
Grosjean's
wow.
fuming.
That is the tiniest amount.
But hey, rules are rules. If you set off over that white line, you can't.
That's the risk.
It case by case.
Yeah, that's the risk they take. It really is black and white, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. When did Hulk
Fair
get
play
notice
to
that he would be
Giovinazzi.
racing this weekend, says Frame Drop Andrew. I think it was probably...
Start of FP3, I think.
He's
Just
probably had
before.
wind before that, 'cause Stroll may have not felt well last night, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, Corinne Chandok's there, but... Oh. Interesting. Crofty was just talking and then it just changed to Corinne Chandok. So we're watching Hulkenberg's final lap. Yeah, you can just see there's not a huge amount of confidence, which you would imagine, because he hasn't driven since Silverstone. Oh, big lock up on the right. Why is he rewinding that? It's very obvious that he had a lock up.
Yeah, you see his tyre covered in smoke. That is not good.
Yeah, if the eagle-eyed of you would have seen that. Let's rewind it.
Yeah, can we just have a little arrow come up, pointing to it?
Yeah, very deep through that right-hander.
It would be very interesting to watch. I mean, we'll never get it, but going straight into qualifying with no practice sessions, it just does show how difficult it is to get hooked up around the track.
Through there. What?
This was the bit where, way off.
Yeah, that cost him quite a bit. Well, fair play. I mean, he's literally just getting used to the brakes.
I mean, yeah. You play a racing game that you've never played before for the first time, and you're used to other stuff. Like you're going to take a while to get in the groove, and then imagine that in a Formula One car during a Formula One session, having to essentially learn it for the first time. Good lap from Lando.
Matt, get off your phone. I'm literally watching the coverage. 1QS. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching the coverage.
Yeah, we'll just sit in silence and just watch the telly.
Can you increase Matty's voice? I can try if you really want. No, I can't. It's literally on maximum. I'll just have it closer to my face then. Or I'll just talk louder. Right, I need to reset the timer. We've got 15 minutes ahead of us.
Mercs on the mediums.
Both the Mercedes on the mediums as well.
Just why not? Give it a try.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what the tyre differential is for these guys. And also, I wonder if their tyre temperature will even be in after one lap. Can we see timer, please?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming
it's F1. Assume it's F1. They do that F1 sometimes, don't they? It starts and they don't put up the timing tower straight away, which is strange. But I guess Mercedes have got nothing to lose. It doesn't look like it's going to rain or anything, so just 13. Get the mediums on.
13:40, right? 41, 40. There we go. We are back underway for Q2. Yeah, that could be a very interesting little strat that they're trying to pull off here, and I think it could be quite close if Q1 is anything to go by.
It could essentially we see this a lot, don't we? Teams the fast teams putting on medium tyres, setting their lap, and then they will bolt on the softs, and then if it's enough, they will back off right at the very last bit of their lap because they know they're going to make it, and then they can start the race on the superior tyre.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say it. What a terrible rule that is.
I'm seeing all comments like Matt being sus, Orange sus. There's lots of Among Us chat going in the comments for some reason, but
they were playing a game in FP1. the
Yeah, I
teams, but
saw
didn't
that.
stream it.
I was watching
Disappointing.
George Russell's live stream, and one of their social media managers was just on Among Us, which is quite funny. And George Russell didn't know what Among Us was, which doesn't surprise me at all.
What?
He's like an old man in a young person's body, isn't he, George Russell? He's just he doesn't really know what the kid's like. It's quite funny.
Yeah, he
So
was.
Bottas has had a shocking first sector, half a second down on Hamilton. That could be a soft tyre start for Bottas.
I mean, if Hamilton sets a lap that's good enough to start on the mediums, that's Hamilton beaten Bottas already.
Yeah. Yeah, Bottas has had a shocker of a first sector. Let's have a look how close it is through the middle. Hamilton a 104.0. Bottas a 104.6. 6/10 down. What? Vettel's on the mediums. All right, lad.
Vettel's feeling brave.
He's only 2/10 behind Bottas after that mistake from Valtteri. What does Hamilton do? A 126.1 on the mediums. Okay. Intriguing.
Here comes Bottas then. He's going to be about 8/10,
Oh, shocking
7/10. There you go. Terrible lap. That might... It's going to be interesting if that sees
Vettel's had a
Hamilton
bad
through.
lap as well.
No,
Leclerc's on
I'm
the
sorry.
mediums.
I'm sorry, Ferrari, but there's no way you're getting through on the mediums.
No. P3 for Leclerc, 9/10 off.
I love the ambition, but...
Magnussen on the softs has had a bit of a shocker.
I mean,
Is
he's going
F1
to be...
TV not on PC? It is on F1 TV. We can't watch on F1 TV, Yassine, because we're from the UK. So we have to watch Sky or Now TV or whatever. And if I was to be watching on my computer, then everybody would hear the desktop audio. And then we would get striked.
We would.
Don't worry, chat. Look, we've thought this through, okay? And this is the way we have to do it. I'm sorry. Lando P2.
That has got a front end on it.
Oh, Verstappen just going straight in. Soft tyres.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Yeah, but he's not gone on for the mediums.
There's no... I guess...
What do you mean there's no point?
Yeah, true. I guess it's worth a gamble, but...
He's just going for a different strategy for some reason.
He just wants pole. He wants pole.
Oh, no, but I mean... It doesn't matter about pole. This is Q2.
Yeah, I know, but... Albon's 5/10 down. They've obviously just thought... No point risking it. Which is weird because Ferrari risked it.
As quick. It must be the fact that they want to start on the softs for some reason.
Yeah, very strange.
It's a very odd strategy from Red Bull. Maybe they just want to go opposite to Mercedes, and then because of the unknown variables and everything, hope that they get pole, bolt with the softs, and then really push that first stint. That's the only way I can think it through.
Yeah, it's true. I wonder how much of it is now the title is over for Verstappen. He very much wants to, and Red Bull just want to try and win races now. And the only way they're going to win races is probably try something a little bit different to Mercedes. Because when Mercedes are in the mix, that's where strategy can get a bit mixed up and they can lose a race. So
yeah, Verstappen, I think if he's maybe sandwiching the Mercedes on the same strategy, they can just cover him off quite easily. But maybe, yeah, he just wants to go for something different. Soft tyres, bolt at the start. Mercedes can't do anything about that. And then Prix, because of the cold conditions, the softs go quite long into the race. So somehow Leclerc is still in that top 10. Bottas is currently sat in 8th on those mediums, so he'll probably have to go out for another medium run.
Or will he?
Doesn't make a mistake.
Yeah, I guess he's got the pace on the mediums if he doesn't make a mistake. Is this Bottas? Yeah, this is Bottas now. Oh wow!
Oh Jesus!
Big moment coming out of the hairpin.
No, that's the second sector, isn't it? That's definitely past the first sector split.
Yeah,
Brundle said that was where his first sector time went. So that was definitely not.
Oh right, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's definitely the hairpin. And Vettel had a big moment as well. This is going to be very interesting with Bottas now because put the softs on and he's easily through. Put the mediums on and he can't afford another mistake like that.
Look, I think he's
still
clearly
going to
had a
get
big
through.
error. He has to go to the mediums. He has to, because
This
otherwise
is why
it's
he's
a
not going to win the
Russia.
race.
Otherwise it's a Russia where Hamilton's on the back foot on the softs that time.
Yeah, reverse of Russia, where he'll have the disadvantage this time.
Yeah, but at the same time, I guess they're just assuming the mediums are the best. They've only had one practice session to work that out. The softs could easily work just as well, and maybe, I don't know, it's an interesting one, because Bottas, you look at it and you go, well, do you want to be on the same strategy as Hamilton?
Exactly. He didn't want to be at Mugello, did he? He's desperate to be on a different tyre.
And he's on the softs. He's on the soft tyres.
There you go. He's done it. Hamilton. So Hamilton's going to be on a different strategy in this race potentially, and that's very fun.
Interesting.
Who was saying "help me" on the
I don't know.
team radio? Bottas, I think. Help me. No feedback. Just help.
Oh no, Carlos Sainz, not Valtteri Bottas.
Okay.
Oh, that was
Interesting.
That was rather wide for old Lewis there. He's out on the soft as well. I wonder if he'll finish his lap. I wonder. Because with how cold those mediums, I mean, this is very basic knowledge of racing and tyres and things like that, but with how cold the conditions are going to potentially be tomorrow, and Hamilton starting on the mediums, which will take a few laps to warm up compared to the softs, Lewis could easily be quite vulnerable.
Vulnerable at the start,
in those first few laps, and lose quite a few positions, potentially.
Yeah, if you think he can't get any heat in his tyres on the first few laps and drops down to about 5th or 6th, it's going to be difficult to overtake. Yeah, very interesting. Obviously this is all speculative, but like you say, imagine if he drops down 3 or 4 places, he ends up in the mix. Bottas and Verstappen are flying out front on the soft tyres. They could have a pit stop ahead, or at least gain a huge chunk of time. So yeah, going to be interesting to see what they do.
Bottas has had another shock in first sector. Nearly 4 tenths down on Verstappen's first sector. What is Bottas doing?
Yeah, they've got Das as well here, which was meant to be their secret weapon of heating up the tyres where it's cold, and should have a big advantage with their Das. But yeah, Bottas having a shocker at the moment. Let's see what he's...
Well, this is pressure now on Bottas for the rest of this lap. No mistakes from Valtteri. Middle sector. Well, purple in the middle.
Purple.
He'll be fine if he continues on this way.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's the
but interesting.
as well. That's a nice little shot of it there.
Going to be interesting to see if Hamilton completes his lap or not.
Who, Bottas?
No, Hamilton.
Hamilton, yeah.
On the softs, to see if he wants to start on the softs as everyone else, or because like you say, is it an advantage, or would it be the safest option? Normally it's an advantage, but is it the safest option just to say I'll be on the same strategy as everyone else?
Wait, how many seconds do you want? Tommy, I've accidentally paused it because I had a message come through.
3:37, 6, 5.
Oh yeah, I can see the timer actually. Don't worry, I'll sync up again. 1 sec.
Cool.
Okay, there we go. My mother messaged me. Oh, Hamilton does finish his lap time, so he goes to the softs as well.
Interesting. Don't fancy the mediums. They were obviously... Mercedes been watching our live watch along and our theory of them dropping back.
Yeah, they've listened and they've thought, well, WTF1 have got the data.
Yeah, we love our pleb analysis here.
Is it Albon or Verstappen going out again? Albon, I'm assuming.
Verstappen.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's the point?
So they go again. my little prediction, not too bad for the top three. You went for your usual Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen boring fest. And it's almost like I'm the fanboy here, Tommy, of Verstappen. You know, I'm believing in Max.
It's fine. Leclerc's going to save me, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'll get the
Sainz
softs on. He'll be top 5.
I don't think, by the looks of things.
Oh, I don't know. Sainz.
Lando looking a bit quicker this weekend at the moment.
So far, that's just jinxed him.
Here we go then. Danny Rick right now. So 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Vettel, Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Kvyat and Gasly. So both Alpha Tauris right now in the elimination zone.
Behind the Haas and
God, you can see how much
Alpha.
Ricciardo's hustling on that wheel. Jesus. Decent first sector for Ricciardo. Just under 0.2 back on Hamilton. Ocon a little bit slower than that. This track is awesome. At least to drive, it just looks really... It's exciting, isn't it? There's a lot of hold your breath corners.
It is. I was watching the F1 showed a replay of the 2011 race, and while it may not be as suited to these modern cars, it does show that F1 still... It was a good race around there, and there's plenty of overtaking, so...
Ooh. 0.4 down on Hamilton through the middle sector, Ricciardo. Hello! Welcome to qualifying. Could displace Bottas with a decent last sector.
Magnussen, 0.5 up.
Jesus.
Sorry?
Where's Danny Rick going to go? P4.
Oh, this track. Here we go. Track evolution again.
Where does Ocon go? P6.
Good lap.
Where does Magnussen, out of all of this, go? Oh, 11.
Vettel.
Lando's had
a bad lap.
Yeah, not great middle sector. Goes
P6,
no,
still
though.
Enough. Verstappen's flying. Purple.
Here comes Gasly. Goes P10.
Oh, it's just made it, but surely Leclerc's going to knock him out.
Had a steady middle sector. Goes P7 behind Lando.
Very close, him and Lando.
Oh, Ferrari need to get a move on. Where does Perez go? They haven't looked great this weekend so far. P7.
Up in 7th. Decent lap. Right, Vettel, what can you do?
Kvyat's out. Vettel, come on. P10.
But is Leclerc going to knock him out now?
Oh, the timer's going off again. Sorry, Jet.
Oh, what a lap from Leclerc. P5. Vettel's out. Verstappen went P2. Just oh wow, very close to Hamilton. We've got a fight for pole here, I think. I'm believing.
We do. My prediction, I'm going to say, was for Q2 because I got 4 out of 5. So cheers.
Yeah, good shout.
Giovinazzi out. So Vettel, Gasly, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, and Magnussen out in Q2. Hamilton fastest, 77 thousandths of a second ahead of Verstappen. Bottas looking like he hasn't had his porridge, coffee, whatever you want to call it these days.
Oh, bless Vettel. Waving to the crowd. There is actually a crowd here this time.
20,000 apparently, which is...
That's a lot, yeah.
A decent amount of people. I mean, the one thing with Formula One, I guess, is the fact that it's outside and you can stagger between grandstands and things like that. So Formula One are lucky that we don't race inside, because I think that would be a...
Or it's not like a bowl stadium, like a football match or something, where everyone has to be really close. There's grandstands all over the place. You're not really going to... You could go to a Formula One race and socially distance, really, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so I'm actually quite happy with my predictions. You say you're quite happy with yours, apart from maybe Sainz?
I don't know. Maybe Sainz could bring it out, but yeah, Verstappen. I didn't believe, but yeah, Verstappen.
Didn't believe.
Didn't back my guy.
Could you? Max is going to be very angry when he watches this back.
I know.
Vettel still hasn't got on top of that car, has he?
I saw some funny, a few funny tweets that were saying that Vettel should just get in the Racing Point now with Stroll away. Get used to it now.
Imagine. Put Hulkenberg in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with that Ferrari. Some people say, oh, the car's built around Charles Leclerc and blah, blah, blah. But last year he didn't have too much of a problem with it. And I can't imagine the car's changed a huge amount to this year.
Yeah.
Like the regs haven't changed much.
Yeah, I wonder if it is a situation similar to Verstappen where Leclerc's driving style is maybe unique, but you'd think that would be on the pace, but I think it's just done, isn't he? He's done this year.
Yeah.
He's got a lot to look
he's not
forward
challenging.
to. There's Hulk.
Probably still got his pyjamas under there.
I can't believe. Did you see this? That before the weekend, Racing Point actually just released his caps.
Right, let me just hear what Nico says. Said it was crazier than last time. He was going to do some TV stuff for RTL, and now he's driving. 11 a.m. he had the call.
Wow.
Hurry, we need you here.
$11 a.m. That is unbelievable.
He said the car felt quite different to Silverstone. He had to adjust quite a bit. Yeah, he literally had 4 laps, so...
Yeah, 10 minutes in the car, pretty much, to set a quali lap.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Nico progresses throughout the race tomorrow, when he gets used to the car.
Yeah, the problem is, will he be used to the car by turn 1? It's going to be
the thing he was struggling with the most as well, wasn't it?
I mean, it would be a miracle if he got points.
Tom Walker says, we want Frank.
We want Frank. Go on then. I know what everyone's here for.
Yeah, it's not you, Tommy. I'm sorry.
It's not
just
me.
Frank's handle in there, not yours.
Yeah. Hello, mate.
Here he is. Frank, what's your predictions for Q3?
Right, go, Frank. Lick twice if you think Verstappen pole.
Oh, no, 3 times.
3 times. 3? Right. Okay, lick once for Hamilton, lick twice for Verstappen, lick 3 times for Bottas. Go.
Oh, it's Bottas.
4. There you go. Alex Albon pole. You heard it here first.
Wow. I unfortunately don't have a pet to do that. Nico Rosberg, as much as some people question his ability in the Formula 1 car, which I think is very harsh after what we've seen with Bottas, him as a pundit he's brilliant. He is fantastic at giving insight. And it's a modern day insight as well. Even a Jenson Button can't give an insight really as to what these cars are like to drive. Apart from obviously that one time where he stepped in at Monaco, wasn't it? But that was before 2016.
But no, Nico is a brilliant pundit. He does some very interesting YouTube videos as well, where he does the track and he really analyzes every single corner and learns it as if you'd be learning it, in a free practice session. But yeah, he's a great pundit.
Just having a look now with Corinne Chandok. Bottas, this was on the mediums.
Yeah,
that's such a big moment. It's good. It's good to see the Mercedes not completely bulletproof and stuck to the road like we've seen in previous races.
I'm really looking forward to this. Let's have a super close session.
Okay. Yeah, deal. All right,
Go on,
perfect.
deal.
Let's do it.
So Verstappen a lot slower in Sector 3.
I hope that was a mistake, and actually he's got it in the bag.
It'd be the rundown, won't it, to the chicane?
The Go Max fan club. We just saw. Are you part of that, Tommy? I'm assuming you are. You're probably the founder of that as well, right?
I am, yeah. Just day off today. Thought I'd do this instead.
Yeah, that thing called WTF1.
Yeah, it's got to do what you got to do, eh?
Here we go then. Q3 is about to get underway.
Much excite for this.
Mucho excitement. Obviously, guys, if you're wondering where the Watchalong has been, it's because this guy was doing some, Russian GP, commentary myself, just on the old big box for Formula 2 and F1 TV. But obviously, we will do as many Watchalongs as we possibly and physically can. And I won't be here for another one, but stay tuned for that announcement. Cool.
So previous polls,
Hamilton,
pretty irrelevant.
Webber.
Yeah,
Webber's looking good coming into Q3, it has to be said.
And Alonso.
Yeah.
Raikkonen unfortunately went out in Q1, so
somehow
not going to do it.
He was looking good for pole, wasn't he?
Yeah. It's amazing that the last podium here was Vettel, Raikkonen, Grosjean. I mean, what a different time that was.
Right, here we go, chat. We are 10 minutes, 55 seconds away from the end of Q3. Let me know, or let us know, in the comments right now, whose predictions you think are going to be more accurate. Me or Tommy? Go. Chat right now. Put your message in. I want to see your votes. Tommy, what do you think? Whose predictions are going to be closer?
I think yours, the way Verstappen's driving. Not afraid to say it.
Indeed. Here's signs, some team radio. Oh, used tyres a little cool out the blankets. So they're going for a used run first. Interesting. So signs might struggle. A lot of votes for me prediction this time. Whereas last time it was a lot of votes for you. Still some people backing you though. They expect
Frank's prediction. Alex Albon pole, clearly.
God, if Alex Albon gets pole, I will get a tattoo. Signs. Yeah, first sector not great. I think that was similar to what Bottas did when he made that mistake at 28.6. So Lando Norris 28.4. I would assume also on old soft tyres. That's a pretty decent first sector for Lando.
I can't believe these conditions of what it was.
Why?
If anyone watched any of Friday, fog.
Why are we not seeing Hamilton's sector time? He's just done a 28.0 in the first sector, and we're looking at the two McLarens on used tyres. So Hamilton's not even the fastest in the first sector now. So someone's beaten him, but we don't know.
Yeah, I know we need to see different drivers, but they're not really in the fight for pole.
I mean, we can show them. Just we need to see the times for pole.
Yeah.
Oh God, I've accidentally paused it again. God damn it! It's fine.
So Sainz, only time so far. Hamilton is 1.3 seconds up on Sainz already. Bottas is flying.
Right, I'm back. Okay. Hamilton. Here we go. Over the line. What's Hamilton going to do? A 25.8.
25.8.
Well, that's the same as what Verstappen did in the last session. So it's nothing special.
Oh,
Bottas
lost a lot of time though. Verstappen.
Ricardo's had a shocker over that time. He's 25 already now. What's he going to do? Jeez, Ricardo, what are you doing, man? 28.0.
Oh, I've just noticed. Verstappen doing one run.
No, Verstappen's
Going
on
for a
lap now.
one-lap wonder. No, it's not. It says no
He is.
time. Normally it says out lap.
He's still on a
Oh,
lap
there we
time,
go.
mate.
Oh, okay. He's on a
Okay.
lap. Okay.
Yeah, he was
Fine.
fastest in the first sector.
I need the little.
Leclerc P3, only 6/10 behind Bottas. Verstappen could easily take this, you know. What's he going to do? It's going to be a yes! It's pole! 25.7 for Verstappen. Albon? Oh, no. P4, though. Not too bad. Half a second back.
Half a second off, though. 0.08 separating the top three. What a session. Sorry, everyone that said this wasn't going to happen. Where are you now?
What?
Everyone that was taking the piss out of us saying that we've got to fight
Yeah.
for pole here.
Oh, it's only Q1. Oh, guys, you're getting way ahead of yourselves. It's going to be a Mercedes 1-2. I'm not going to say stick it to you, but also, yeah, we told you so. So Albon somehow just pops himself and ruins both of our predictions, and Leclerc sat very nicely for you in P5 at the moment. Ricciardo's had a shocker. Ocon, I mean, we needed rain for him.
Yeah.
But,
oh my word, what a session this is. How long we've been waiting.
Here we go, it's a replay. Is there a little mistake for Hamilton here? Is this what
Must
cost? Oh, no,
be.
it's Bottas, sorry.
No, it's Hamilton.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was Hamilton's helmet.
100% Hamilton.
Yeah.
You've got the wrong graphic there.
Oh,
Oh,
shocker.
wow.
Danny Rick.
Big moment.
May as well got out and walked through that mistake in turn one.
Very wide.
God, even God, F1 graphics. Jeez. Sending me down the wrong way. So it's 6 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. The order right now is Verstappen, Bottas, Hamilton, Albon, Leclerc, Ocon, Norris, Sainz, Ricciardo and Perez going for one lap. He's on his out lap at the moment. Everybody else in the pits changing tyres. Both McLarens were on old softs. I'd imagine both Renaults were as well.
Wow. What a session this is. Just, please, can we just have Red Bull, please just build a car that Verstappen can challenge a title with, because imagine this every weekend.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing.
They're trying.
I think that's literally what they're doing, Tommy. Have you not seen any other driver joining the team?
I meant just be faster. Come on. So easy. Just do what Mercedes do and win.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's very easy. Well, if we have an Arctic season, it looks like Red Bull, with their snow tyre demonstrations that they've done in the past, is really helping them for the colder conditions.
Yeah.
Why 35-second delay, Nada? It's because YouTube. YouTube, there is a delay, and we're also watching it on an app, so there's the delay.
Magnussen is fourth fastest through the medium speed corners. Thanks AWS for that.
That's one of the most pointless things I've ever seen.
Magnussen's not even in this session, and
what does a medium speed corner mean anyway?
How do you determine?
Like, someone's medium speed might be... Oh, I love how we weren't even watching Perez's lap and he was out there. Where does Sergio go? P6? Not bad. 26.7. Interesting. Yeah, scrap Friday practice. Here. But then also we need something for the spectators, so we need something to go in the Friday slot.
No, we don't.
What do you mean, no, we don't? We're all about the fans, Tommy. Don't you start getting, selfish.
People just come for Saturday, Sunday anyway. It's fine.
That's absolute rubbish, and you know it.
Friday, you can have a big party. Drivers go out in their all in a Fiat Uno, and they drive a little mini championship when they're on the same car.
I'm sure Ferrari would be for a Fiat thing, but no one else. Ferrari have built two Fiat Unos, haven't they? Leclerc somehow...
Leclerc's getting that Fiat Uno somehow into
P5.
And doing well in the championship as well.
Yeah, 2 podiums to his name this year. Right, can anyone stop Max Verstappen? Not something I expected to say going into this qualifying session, but also the unknown is beautiful.
You'd love to see it.
Q2 tyres don't really matter because of big chance of rain. It's not that big of a chance of rain, I don't think.
I don't think it is anymore. It used to be, but
it was 30% last time I heard.
Last time I looked,
quite
it was
quite dark in the background there. But we've only got 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining.
Here we go then. I wish we had this every qualifying session.
I know, right? But unfortunately, that's the way of Formula One.
No one has. It's been Mercedes every race, unsurprisingly. We had a good mix last year, but this year it's been Mercedes every race. It looked like they were probably going to do it, but this could be the best chance.
Right, come on. Let's get Hamilton P3. I want Hamilton to start P3. Let's get him in the mix again of, potentially, just having a bit of work to do in the race. That's what we like to see.
It'd make for a better race, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it would. For sure.
Hamilton being behind Bottas and Verstappen would make for a very good race. Here we go then. Final runs are underway. Hamilton flying down towards turn 1. How does he get through there? This has been the problem for all the drivers, but he seems to get through there pretty nicely indeed. It's looking pretty neat and tidy at the moment for Hamilton.
Very neat and tidy.
Stays on the track. What's his first sector going to say?
It's
a PB.
They're much quicker in the final sector. So even if they're... Bottas is quicker.
Bottas is up. Remember track evolution as well, though. What does Max do?
He's
up as well, just.
Up as well.
Oh, this is going to be close.
This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant.
Norris goes to P6. What's Hamilton going to say through this middle sector? Only a couple of corners till we find out. God, that's so quick through there, that Mercedes. It's frightening. Oh, he's 3,000. 3,000 of a second up on Verstappen. Ricciardo goes P4. Yes, wow. Ricky. Ocon goes P5.
What a lap.
Bottas currently flying Verstappen.
This is where Hamilton. Well. This is where Hamilton's quick, though.
Let's see what Hamilton does around this final corner.
He
takes pole, 2/10.
But will Bottas go quicker?
Bottas now round the final corner. Can he beat Hamilton to the line? He does.
What a lap that is.
Verstappen.
Quite a long way.
Where does Verstappen go?
Oh,
P3. Albon. Can Albon improve? He goes P4. Okay, not bad. Still half a second off. Timer's going off. Sorry, chat. Where does Leclerc go? We could have literally a non-score here on our predictions.
What are you on about? If Leclerc goes P5, I've got 4 out of 5. Oh no, I haven't.
I've got Bottas.
I said sorry. Yeah.
You're all right, mate.
Sorry. Yeah. I need Leclerc P5. Here we go. P5.
Moment. No, he's not going to go P5. I don't think.
P4.
Oh, what?
How on earth has Leclerc outqualified Albon?
Oh,
that is unbelievable.
Wow.
What a lap
Charles Leclerc P4. Take a bow.
What a lap that is.
Well, so I got 0. Bottas, Hamilton, Verstappen, Leclerc.
And I got 1.
And you got Verstappen.
Wow.
Wow. That was a great lap from Bottas.
Yeah, what a lap. 2.5 tenths.
So Verstappen, I would imagine, would be on the...
Yeah, where's the to whom it may concern? That's when you...
Verstappen, you'd imagine, would be on the quicker side of the grid as well, if it's on pole side.
It's going to be an interesting run down to turn 1.
Hamilton beaten fair and square by Bottas, and for a change, Valtteri not turning up really in any of the qualifying sessions until the last one.
He's Uno reversed card, his normal.
Now everyone's like, oh, well, Mercedes were always going to get a 1-2. Well, the dream's dead, but it was a close one. Max definitely has a chance tomorrow.
If he's on that pace, Red Bull
Didn't have the grip in
Do have
Q3,
good,
he said.
yeah. They have good race pace though. Red Bull normally can get a bit closer to Mercedes, so it's going to be an interesting race. I'm really looking forward to this.
When is
tomorrow.
Albon ever going to get within half a second of Verstappen?
He's not getting anywhere near, is he?
Painful.
It is
painful
it
to
is,
watch.
It is really
It's
painful.
every weekend. Every single weekend.
I really thought the podium might have changed it, but he can't be that far. He can't be that far behind. And what a lap from Leclerc! I mean, Leclerc is just showing what he's the real deal.
Tommy, your prediction sucks, says M. Patrick Melnick.
Hey, I got 1.
He got 1, I got 0, so jeez. Neither of us put Bottas on pole. Good stuff. All right, well, that's it, everyone. We've finished our Eifel GP qualifying watch-along. I hope you enjoyed. Looks like it's going to be a bone-dry race tomorrow, even though I tweeted to try and jinx it. It looks like somehow... I wasn't even trying to jinx it. I was bantering, thinking it was going to be a wet weekend. And we're going to have a dry race by the looks of things. But still have a dream.
Yeah. I think even if it's dry, this is famous
We've
last
got a
words,
good race.
but I think we've got a good race. It's very close. You could argue that if it's wet, Mercedes might be even quicker, but then Verstappen is so good in the wet that hopefully he could do something. Either way, I think we've got a good race on. I'm really looking forward to it. Bring it on.
So am I. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you check out Internet's Best Reactions. Goes out tomorrow evening as per always. And then the podcast, maybe Monday, Tuesday, depending on, I'm assuming Monday. Hi, Frank.
Monday.
And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave us a thumbs up before you go. Subscribe if you're new. And that's it. We'll see you tomorrow for Internet's Best Reactions. And love you long time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Let's have a good race tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.